Hi, I'm Nolson. Welcome to Selling Success. We're the experts in relationship selling, and we believe passionately in helping our customers deliver great value for their clients. Now it's pretty close to the end of the year. 2012 is very much upon us. It's now only 10 days away, and we've been talking an awful lot with our customers over the last 3 to 4 weeks about things that they should be looking at doing for next year. So I'd like to share some of those things with you, and I hope that you benefit from them, and I hope next year proves to be an extremely good and prosperous year for you. You know, we all know it's going to be challenging, we all know it's going to be hard, and the first suggestion that I would say to you, and I say to all my clients, is you know it's hard, you know it's challenging, prepare yourself for it, but don't focus on all the constant negative news that comes in and out. You know, we talked recently about making sure that you had a positive mental attitude. You know, and the good old book by Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. Your next year is going to be a really big year for those of you who are into positive thinking and keeping focused and keeping looking at the way ahead. Interestingly enough, I've spoken to a number of business people in the last couple of weeks, and you know, a lot of them say that we have a tendency as a nation to talk ourselves into business problems, and we could debate that for hours. So enough said about that. It's very important you focus on the positive. Don't ignore the signs that are out there that it's going to be a tough year. Make sure that you're ready for it. And here are a few pointers that I think you should look at. So the first thing I would have your guys and your consultants do is I would get out there and I would call my top 10 customers, people I've done business with in the last 12 months. And I would focus on those top 10 customers. I would get in front of them and I would ask them what they see are the greatest challenges that they're going to have to their business and also to themselves in the coming 12 months. And I would take some time to reflect on that with them and talk about the implications of those problems and how, you know, how important they are to solving them and where the obstacles are. And then I would look at what it is you're selling. And if you're in recruitment, and we've talked to a number of recruitment people, then I think it's important that you look at solutions that your business can offer to your customers, ways you can help them overcome these challenges. And we talked about building value and understanding your customers in video 1, and I would suggest for those of you who haven't listened to that, go back and look at it, because that is how you deliver real value to your customers. It's by looking at their problems and their challenges and looking at ways you can solve them. So that's, for me, one of the things you should be doing. The second thing you should obviously be looking there for is at your products and what you're currently offering, and are there other solutions that you could offer to your customers that you perhaps don't offer at the moment as a service, that would actually help them overcome these challenges. And you know, and it's a great time for inventing and adapting, and the market, you know, the market is really changing around us, and we can talk about that in a minute. But you know, the other thing you should do is find your top 10 prospects, people out there you've not engaged with, you've come close to, and again, approach them on the same lines, talk to them, understand what are their challenges, both individually and personally. And you know, helping your individual clients achieve their own personal objectives, that creates bonds, and I have relationships with customers which go back 10, 15, 20 years because I did that many years ago. And that's very important, because people, when they're having tough times themselves, they really value it when somebody helps them and works with them, and they tend not to forget it. So, focus on your top 10 existing customers, focus on your top 10 prospects. That's a great way to start the year. That should probably keep you and your teams busy, certainly till the end of January. And I would be staggered if you don't get business, if you take that approach. And it's genuine, it's sincere, and you have good product set and a good set of solutions yourself. And the final thing is the challenges and the world that we're in at the moment. And you know, there is one thing that is changing everything that we do and everything in selling, and that is social media. And social media is a really big thing. So for you individually, over Christmas, if you're not on Twitter, you're not on Facebook, you're not on LinkedIn, get on it. Find out about it. Understand what it is, because it's going to change your business, the way your customers buy, and the way you should be selling. It's changing the world in which we live, and it is changing it fast. And those businesses in the next 5 years that adapt quickly to that changing market, get a strategy that works, they'll be successful. Those that don't, well, they won't be here in 5 years. It's as simple as that. We're in one of the toughest downturns in living memory, and you know, at times like this, there are going to be winners and losers. And if you want to be a winner, you need to understand how social media is going to impact your business and your pipeline and your customers and think of clever and imaginative ways. You know, here we are, 2011, 2012 in a couple of weeks' time. You know, we go back 20 years, internet didn't exist in the way it does today. We didn't have dot-com booms. There are businesses, you know, multi-million-pound businesses, billion-pound businesses that didn't exist. Facebook, Groupon, you know, Money Supermarket in the UK. How much have we all spent this Christmas on internet shopping? Amazon. You know, these businesses didn't exist. And in 5-10 years' time, they're going to be new businesses, huge businesses, massive global businesses that don't exist right now. Or if they do, they are very, very small. And you could be one of those businesses. So understand, start to learn about social media. We'll be talking about it an awful lot more over the coming months. And it just leaves me one more thing to say, and that is to wish you and your family and your friends and your colleagues a very, very happy, healthy and successful 2012, and we look forward to talking to you and engaging with you in the coming months. And so from me, have a great Christmas. Bye.